This video was created and brought to you by ManageMax. We manage condominiums, HOAs, manufactured housing and apartment communities throughout Southeast Michigan. We're a growing company, and maybe we'll get to your area soon if we're not there yet. We create these videos to share industry insights with current and prospective clients. There will be an opportunity to connect with us at the end, so stick around to the end of the video. Now let's dive in. If your board's been charging late fees on delinquent assessments in Michigan, you might be sitting on a legal time bomb that could force you to refund years of collected fees. And the worst part, most boards have no idea they're doing anything wrong. I'm talking to board members of homeowner associations and condominium associations across Michigan. And if you ever voted to charge or increase a late fee, what I'm about to share could save your association from a costly legal mistake. Here's what catches most boards off guard. The rules of HOAs and condominium associations are fundamentally different when it comes to late fees. It's not just a matter of what's fair or what other associations are doing. Your authority to charge late fees depends entirely on which type of association you are and what your specific governing documents say. Many boards assume that if their neighbors down the street charge $25 for late payments, they can just do the same. But here's the complexity. An HOA board's authority comes from a completely different source than a condominium association's authority. And if you're applying the wrong framework to your community, every late fee you've collected could be challenged. The Michigan Court of Appeals has made something very clear in recent years. Past practice means nothing when it comes to late fees. I've seen boards shocked to learn that charging late fees for 10 or 15 years doesn't create legal authority to continue doing so. Here's where boards get into trouble. They adopt a resolution at a board meeting or update the rules and regulations to include a late fee schedule. Seems straightforward, right? The problem is that this approach can create what the courts call new burdens on owners that aren't supported by your recording governing documents. And when that happens, you're not just risking future late fees, you could be forced to refund previously collected amounts. The distinction between what you can implement through board action versus what requires a formal amendment to your governing documents is far more nuanced than most boards realize. And getting it wrong doesn't just affect one owner, it affects your entire collection strategy. For condominium associations specifically, there's a provision in Michigan law that allows you to adjust late fees through rules and regulations, but, and this is crucial, only if you've properly established that authority in your bylaws first. Most boards don't realize there's a two-step process. First, confirming your bylaws authorize late charges, and second, implementing those charges correctly. This is where boards make expensive mistakes. They skip the first step and jump straight into implementation, thinking they're following the statute. But without proper foundation in your recorded documents, that statute doesn't help you. It actually highlights the gaps in your authority. And here's what makes this even more complex. The analysis changes depending on whether you're looking at your declaration, your master deed, your bylaws, your rules and regs. Each document serves a different purpose and has different amendment requirements. What I've shared today is just the beginning of the analysis your board needs to do before charging or adjusting late fees. The reality is that governing document review isn't something you do once. It's an ongoing process that requires understanding how multiple layers of Michigan law interact with your specific community's documents. This level of complexity is exactly why professional management exists, because when it comes to protecting your association from liability while maintaining effective collection strategies, there's no substitute for someone who understands how these legal frameworks apply specifically to your community type and governing documents. This isn't an area where you want to learn through expensive mistakes. If you found this perspective valuable, we invite you to connect with us. Facebook viewers, like our page and follow us for regular updates. Feel free to message us directly with your questions or community challenges. Instagram viewers, hit follow and feel free to DM us with your questions or community challenges. YouTube viewers, subscribe to our channel and check out the video description for helpful links. Visit our website to discover our thought leadership content, books, and resources that can transform your community management approach. Whether you're dealing with the challenges we discussed today or other community issues, we're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.